Most people think Sigma males are defined by what they show: silence, independence, distance. But what actually makes them different isn't visible. It's hidden in the small habits they repeat every day without attention. The way they think before reacting, the way they protect their time, the way they choose where to invest their energy. These are not big, dramatic actions. They're quiet decisions that slowly build control. While others chase quick results, a Sigma male focuses on consistency. While others look for validation, he builds his standards in private. And that's why most people never understand this mindset. They are looking at the surface, not the system behind it. Because real change doesn't come from one moment, it comes from what you do every day when no one is watching. So in this video, we're going to break down the hidden habits that actually create that mindset. Habits you can't fake, but you can build. And if you're serious about changing how you think, move, and live, make sure you subscribe for more content on psychology and self-mastery. Because once you understand these habits, you stop trying to look like a Sigma and you start becoming one. He protects his time relentlessly. Most people treat time like it's unlimited. They scroll without thinking, say yes to things they don't even care about, and let small distractions take hours from their day. And over time, they wonder why they're not moving forward. A Sigma male sees time differently. For him, time is not something you spend carelessly, it's something you invest. That's why he becomes selective. He doesn't give his time to everything or everyone. If something doesn't help him grow, improve, or stay focused, he cuts it off without hesitation. He limits distractions, avoids unnecessary conversations, and doesn't entertain things that don't add value. Not because he's cold, but because he understands that every minute lost is something he can't get back. This creates discipline. While others are reacting to whatever comes their way, he is choosing where his attention goes. He plans his time, focuses on what matters, and protects his mental space from noise. And over time, that creates results. Because when you protect your time, you protect your progress. And when you control your time, you start controlling your life. He thinks before reacting. Most people react instantly. Something happens, and they respond without thinking, through emotion, impulse, or pressure. A comment triggers them, a situation frustrates them, and before they even realize it, they've already acted. And later, they regret it. Because their reaction was not a choice, it was a reflex. A Sigma male doesn't move like that. He creates space between what happens and what he does. That small pause is what separates him. In that moment, he doesn't let anger, stress, or emotion take control. He observes what he feels, understands the situation, and then decides how to respond. While others are reacting blindly, he is thinking clearly. This doesn't mean he feels less. He feels everything. But he doesn't let those feelings control his behavior. And that's where his strength comes from. Because when you stop reacting automatically, you start acting with intention. You avoid unnecessary mistakes, stay out of pointless drama, and keep your energy focused on what matters. A Sigma male doesn't try to win every moment. He tries to stay in control. And once you master that pause, he spends time alone to recharge. Most people avoid being alone. The moment things get quiet, they look for distractions, phones, conversations, noise, anything to escape that silence. Because being alone forces you to face your thoughts, and for many people that feels uncomfortable. But a Sigma male sees solitude differently. For him, being alone is not something to escape, it's something to use. He understands that constant noise drains your energy. Being around people all the time, dealing with opinions, conversations, and expectations, it takes focus away from yourself. That's why he steps back. Not to isolate, but to recharge. In that solitude, he resets. He thinks clearly, reflects on his actions, and regains control over his mind. There's no pressure, no distractions, just space to understand himself better. And that clarity gives him an advantage. Because when you spend time alone, you stop being influenced by everything around you. You reconnect with your own direction. A Sigma male doesn't depend on others to feel balanced. He uses solitude as a tool to stay sharp, focused, and mentally strong. And over time, this becomes a habit. While others feel empty when they're alone, he becomes stronger. Mastering yourself. He keeps his life private. Most people share everything. They talk about their plans, their problems, their goals, and even their next moves before they happen. They feel the need to be seen, to be understood, or to get validation from others. But a Sigma male doesn't move like that. He keeps his life private. Not because he's hiding something, but because he understands the value of privacy. The more you share, the more you expose your direction, your thoughts, and your energy to opinions that don't always help you. That's why he chooses silence over explanation. He doesn't feel the need to tell everyone what he's doing or where he's going. He lets his actions speak instead of his words. While others are announcing their plans, he is quietly working on them. This creates control. Because when you keep your life private, you reduce distractions. You avoid unnecessary opinions, negative energy, and pressure from others. You stay focused on your own path without interference. A Sigma male knows that not everything needs to be shared. Some things grow better in silence. And over time, this habit protects his progress, his mindset, and his peace. Because privacy is not distance, it's discipline. He improves quietly every day. Most people want fast results. They look for big changes, quick success, and visible progress that others can notice. But when things take time, they lose patience. They start strong, then stop. They talk about improvement, but they don't stay consistent long enough to see real results. A Sigma male moves differently. He doesn't chase quick results. He builds daily habits. Every day he does something that moves him forward, even if it's small. He learns, reflects, improves, and adjusts. He doesn't need recognition, and he doesn't need people to see his progress. Because for him, improvement is personal. He focuses on consistency, not perfection. While others wait for the right moment, he works with what he has. While others need motivation, he relies on discipline. And over time, those small actions start to compound. That's where the real difference appears, because quiet, consistent improvement creates results that look sudden, but are actually built over time. A Sigma male doesn't announce his growth. He becomes it. And when people finally notice, it seems unexpected. But for him, it was inevitable. At the end of the day, the Sigma male is not defined by what he shows, but by what he does when no one is watching. His habits are quiet, but they shape everything: his mindset, his discipline, and his direction. While most people look for shortcuts, he focuses on consistency. While others seek attention, he builds in silence. And that's why his growth is different. It's not fast, but it's real. If this gave you a new perspective, make sure to subscribe for more content on mindset and psychology. Now tell me, are you waiting for change, or are you building it every day?